You again. Be gone. Don't tempt me to resume my search. I haven't found them. There's nothing but madness around us. I'm too tired to go on.
He points to something lying.
Oh, so from now on, he always gonna give me this. Makes sense, I think. I think I was, for some reason, stupid probably, there was something that I kind of wanted to do and it was not that. Did work, but probably not exactly what I wanted to do. Discard all the maneuvers, deal 0%. Okay. That's okay. That's great. Sure, let's try. This is really good.
You see a ruined market cart by the side of the road. A man is desperately trying to arrange his wares on whichever surface of the cart is flat enough to hold them. As you approach him, he immediately announces,
My lord, I'm sorry. That's all I can give you this week.
"Who does he take you for?" The man looks confused, but who would argue with such a turn of events?
Oh, I must have mistaken you for somebody else, kind sir.
He looks at you intently for a while.
But since you refused to take such a hefty sum, perhaps you'd be interested in helping me out.
Depends.
See, I think I might have an idea on how to double, triple, or even quadruple my earnings. All I'd need is a tiny investment.
That thing never goes out.
I think I'd need around 5,000 coins to expand.
Before you have a chance to react, he waves his hand and continues.
No, don't worry. Doesn't have to be paid all at once. It can be an ongoing investment, but it's going to be worth it. I promise.
Sure.
How much would you like to invest?
I'm gonna give you $100. Oh, you are here?
The florist waves his hand and greets you, but as you approach, He notices your surprised look.
You want to ask me why I'm here, even though I found the love of my life, don't you? Oh, what a magnificent woman she is, I tell you. But you know how it is sometimes with such women. Sometimes you need space. And so here I am, giving her space. Anyway, how can I help you today?
I'm gonna buy a book. Give me this. Oh, my kind sir. Don't we all know that? Forgot to use that on the first one. Finishes cost 0? Yeah, it does. One out. Not the perfect, but it did work. Let's see. And we finish here. Can't forget to, if I'm going to use this first. Sorry, but no. Well, we can try. We do have things. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Quote unquote a mistake. I never see the gravestones, so why not?
The cemetery is not a place you should linger, especially this close to the weirdness. You didn't notice the shift, but suddenly, instead of walking among human graves, you now walk among rugged, gigantic plates of weird stone. You see, this place looks like a cemetery of giants, or perhaps of the Four Dwellers. Did the Four Dwellers bury their dead? Whatever this place is, lingering here doesn't seem like a good idea.
Why not?
While wandering around, you find a fragment of an old gravestone.
Should it try to throw ourselves against the boss? We still have a lot to... we go. Like it or not, I can get the health back. A little bit of health back here. That's interesting. I need to remember, quote unquote, that. You're on the almost for that one.
You immediately feel refreshed. However, you feel a strange chill running down your spine like an icy finger. It might not be safe to stay here any longer. As the waters heal you again, the spring...
Let's see what we still have. We have the boss there. Sure. That's not gonna bite me in the ass in no way, shape, or form. Game. Sorry to think that this game doesn't like being alt-tabbed. I really start to believe that this game doesn't like to be alt-tabbed. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit of a problematic. This thing needs to die fast, if I do remember. Hiccups, sorry. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Oh. This is really strong. Yeah, the game doesn't like to be out-tabbed. I did out-tab once to do something and now it started lagging like crazy.
The woman inspects you carefully, her old, tired eyes contradicting her youthful face.
Do you know me? Have you shaped me out of the weirdness, or have I just created you?
She carries all the equipment you'd expect of a traveling witch, but she speaks in a soft, courtly manner. She also seems to know more about weirdness than you do, and traverses it without a weird candle.
I was traveling from the colony to Mangrove Huddle when the storm of weirdness overtook me. I wandered among ghosts and echoes until my feet were sore, until I found you.
Colony? Mangrove Huddle? You've never heard of such places.
I'm growing more and more certain you're not real. Can you pinch yourself? Do you feel pain?
No, I do feel pain.
She listens to your invitation with patient condescension.
You say you have a menhir. How silly. You can own an item or a piece of rock, but not a being of weirdstone. I have a better idea. I'll invite you to my village, but first, I'll need proof that you're real. I know there is a man out there, wandering with a fading candle. He's desperate for light, yet he doesn't know that there is no light that could guide him back home. First, find him, and help him realize this simple truth. And then, when he's broken, guide him to his real destination.
She starts rummaging for something in her possessions.
Oh, and take this. It might come in handy. Maybe. Someday. What could it be that you think you need? I have to warn you that nothing is free here.
Sure. Let me give it this. Sadly, the guy was here. I want the damage next turn. Friend is going fine. We took a lot more damage than I would like, but par for the course.
Good days.
Well, that's kind of good. Well, there's only one more fight on the map.
As the flickering
We're gonna do this last fight on the... Oh, fuck me. I misclick. And what is worst, I misclick twice. We're gonna go to the inn, get a little bit of health back. Well, there is one more fight then.
It wasn't a particularly good night. The weird sounds coming after leaving your room. You're a bit surprised that everyone's still having the same conversations as the night before. There's a man saying the same farewells he said before. Another one falling under the table the same way as yesterday, to the same laugh of his friends. Then you see a man sitting in a darkened corner of the tavern. He's playing cards, alone, and his deck doesn't resemble one you've ever seen.
You're the first new face I've seen in quite a while. You're already figuring out what's going on here, aren't you? A spell? No, I'm no wizard. Just an old crook.
Makes sense.
Somehow this is the last moment these people, myself included, lived through before our village was consumed. But it seems like I'm the only one who understands what's happening here. The rest, they're stuck. And they've been stuck for years, it feels like. See for yourself.
He pauses his solitaire game for a moment, and you notice the reality around you slowly changing. People start moving slower. Their skin loses color. Some even show clear signs of decomposition. He starts playing his game again. Everything immediately gets back to normal.
And be responsible for the death of all me friends? Tell me, will me friends end up like all those beasts, twisted by the weirdness? Am I going to end up like that? I understand. And I suppose that's more than I can ask for. At least I die knowing that I won't hurt any innocent people after I've turned. Farewell then.
You watch the same scene unfolding again. People losing color, shriveling into corpses, but not stopping in their tracks, until all that remains is dried blood and bones scattered on the ground. The place is empty, silent, and dark. As you start walking towards the doors, you hear a voice behind you.
Look, I need to tell you, I didn't expect that.
Before you have a chance to say anything, the ghost continues.
Okay.
No, this feels good. I haven't been this full of energy and life since, like, ever. That's a good joke, if I ever heard one. But you know what's best? I can see more now than I ever did. One thing I know, for example, is that you have a village you call your own, near a nice, warm inn here, right? And since fear is the strongest emotion, judging from what you told the goat, then aren't you afraid that without me help, you won't be able to continue your quest?
That's interesting. He does remember my
No
answer.
worries. I'll settle in no time. See you there.
Okay. Let's do the last one. That's an interesting thing. I didn't notice, but that's interesting. I didn't notice mostly because I'm kind of stupid, but the thing is, your cards, when they flip, they stay quote-unquote flipped during the... like after you end the game. Like, after... yeah, after you end the game and start the next. Okay, what do we have here? Who does have the redirect? You. That's gonna be great. Should I? Yeah. Quote unquote, it doesn't change that much, the strategy. Well, I need to kind of throw the feint. this is gonna matter because they're not gonna do the 6k damage there. But at least it's gonna stun, so not that bad, coming to think about. It's something, just don't know how much something it is. I'm not gonna use that, I'm gonna throw. Okay, now we're going to start on this guy. I really like this music, I don't know why, but I do. Okay, now we're doing the last guy, quote unquote last guy. Start lowering his armor. Wasn't the one that I want, but it was the one that we got. Again, not the one that I want. Especially with this situation. It was hard.
This feels like an echo of something that happened before. Like then, you're left with the sensation of a strange power growing within you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. This was the video. If you enjoyed, leave it a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. If you have anything to say, please leave a comment. And if you want to see what the hell is gonna be coming next on this mess, subscribe. And see you guys on the next episode.